Going outside is a complete scam, and let me tell you why. For starters, everybody knows this. This is the obvious one. Gas prices are absolutely insane. Me personally, I live in the second most expensive state for gas. Our gas here in Washington State is $5.20 on average. Freaking fantastic. Before you even leave the house, you must make an entire calculation on, how much gas do I have in the whip right now? And how much am I willing to put in the whip? And how much am I willing to use? And how long should I make that gas last? I have become an expert at making a tank of gas last me 2 weeks. Thank God. Nobody wants to see my ass. Let's talk about grocery shopping. You would think, being one person, groceries, easy. I should have plenty. My fridge should be stocked. The door should be cracked open right now because it has so much in there. Nope. Even if you go to the cheapest store, say like Winco, for one person, if you want 2 weeks of groceries, legit, that's $200. And mind you, I'm not somebody who buys a bunch of garbage. I shop on the outside of the store, so I'm buying meat, produce, rice, products to go with my meat, sides, milk, butter, crap like that. It's still gonna be $200. So I can't imagine these middle of the store shoppers who are buying a ton of garbage, frozen garbage. Like, that's at least like a $300, $400 cart. But then again, go into these Wincos, you see these people with 2 carts full. That is food stamps, my brothers. Don't get it twisted. When it ain't food stamps when you see some little white girl in there with one of those little half-size carts and she got like 7 things in there. That's normal. Not a couple Mexicans with 2 giant carts that are overflowing to the top. That is food stamps. And it's bullshit. Going outside is a complete scam. Something else that people really don't talk about that much. They say, hey, go outside and meet people. Make friends outside. Go meet women outside. Get off the internet. The internet's dying. Nobody wants to do that anymore. It doesn't even work anyway. Go outside. Well, nobody tells you that when you go outside, the average age of people, I swear to God, is like 55, bro. 55. People are old as hell, bro. If they're not old, they don't speak no damn English. I decided to go down the street to a local spot that I used to work at. And the kitchen was one of the most diverse places. Like, we had an Asian guy, a black guy, a white guy, a Mexican guy. Now it's just a couple fucking Mexicans like everywhere else you go. It's just fucking lifeless. It's like they don't speak English and they're just back there fucking working. They don't interact with nobody. When I worked there, we interact with all customers, have regulars and all that shit. I digress. I go into this bar and I'm thinking to myself, hey, maybe I can go out, grab a drink, grab something to eat, maybe have a good little conversation. Nah, man, you go to these freaking bars and you sit down, you're waiting forever to get greeted. You finally get greeted and then they talk to you like you're an inconvenience. You're trying to work on the script in your head. You want to make sure to say everything just right. Like, it's such a damn challenge to go into a business and just be treated like they want you there or that, like, your money matters. Nah, man, I've noticed even like small businesses are the worst at this, actually. I'm one of those guys that's like, yeah, support small business. We got to support these people. But you go into these small businesses and they are pissed that you're even there asking questions, bro. I dread going into these places because I know I'm going to be treated like an inconvenience. I'm already inconvenienced because whatever the hell I'm coming in here for already costs way too much. So why not just do a little bit of an effort and at least make me feel okay about spending my money here? But no, it's just like everywhere you go, you get this attitude of like, what do you want? What are you here for? What? Nobody is pleasant. It's all a scam. How do I enjoy going outside and going places? How am I supposed to enjoy it? Please, can someone tell me? Church. I've tried church. Oh my God. Same idea. Old as hell. The average age of people at church is like, I'll drop it a little bit. I'll say 40, 45. But even then, that doesn't even matter. Because the moment the service is over, everyone's bouncing. They out. They out. Nobody's trying to stand around and socialize and get to know each other. That's not encouraged. In the middle of the service, oh, turn and talk to your neighbor. Introduce yourself to your neighbor. That's about as much as you get. And then you talk to these pastors and they act like they celebrities. And I've noticed this my entire life trying to talk to pastors. They act like they are celebrities. They don't got time for you. Scram. You try to talk to them and it's like you can tell it's the most like surface level interaction with these pastors from these churches. And it's just a turnoff. Like, they genuinely aren't even trying to be interested in anything that you got to say. They act like they're celebrities. It's ridiculous. And all of that, if you're lucky that the pastor is even a man. I've gone to 2 different churches where it's a female pastor. Like, you can't even just get the most basic church. It's got to be some woke shit with some female pastor. They got a BLM flag outside and a pride flag outside. Christianity is so fucking lame now. Church is so lame. I go to these sermons and I listen to these sermons. I give better sermons here on my YouTube channel than anything that I've ever listened to in the church. I go there and it's the most milquetoast, pandering, safe sermons of all time. No conviction. I don't feel convicted. I don't feel like I learned anything new. I kid you not, the last time I went to church a couple weeks ago, it was like, love your neighbor. That's what we're doing right now? Talking about loving our neighbor? Really? Church feels like a scam. Does not feel real. I feel like church exists so they can get that 10% of tithe. That's all they want. Everything feels like a scam. Go get a hobby, they say. Have hobbies. You should have a hobby where you can meet people that are into the same things that you are. That's the way it is supposed to be done. Okay. What hobbies then? They always tell you, get a hobby. Well, what? Because honestly, I like RC cars. That is a very expensive hobby. I like YouTube, making videos. Is there a group for that? I enjoy politics. The one time I joined a group that had everything to do with politics, I met thousands of men. Nothing to show for it. I mean, I was on leadership in this group. That's how bad I wanted it. That's how bad I wanted friendships and to make relationships. Nothing really to show for it. I like writing music, writing lyrics, rapping, whatever. How do you find a group for that? So what hobby am I supposed to do that I can afford? Everything is way too expensive. It's not real. You gotta like force yourself into it. Nobody is relatable. People go out into the world like nothing is going on. Like nobody notices anything. Like I don't know how I can honestly even interact with most people anyway, because everyone's ignorant and I see shit for what it is and it sucks. I wish I was fucking ignorant. I wish I didn't care. I wish none of this shit mattered. I wish I didn't have a YouTube channel talking about this shit. I wish I didn't have an Instagram channel talking this shit. I wish I was just your average fucking guy who's just going with the motions, going to work. Lucky enough to have some fat ass fucking wife who actually loves me. Go home and fuck my fat wife. Get drunk, get high, do it all over again, and not give a shit about anything. Noticing shit is a fucking scam too. Everything is a scam. Life is a fucking scam. This shit ain't fun. I don't have fun doing anything. Yeah. So, moral of the story is,